I am Bu Kwan, and I am here at the 2024 Twin Cities Film Fest, presented by Stearns Bank. At Stearns Bank, we're passionate about helping you achieve your greatest ambitions with urgency and tenacity. We get the job done. And today, right now, right here, we have the cast and the creators of the Midway Point. And the Midway Point is one of those special films, the kind of special films that I took it upon myself to make a trailer. Do you guys mind if I do a trailer and I introduce you? All right. Jake feels like an outsider in a world that doesn't understand him. But Jake meets Alice. Everything begins to change. Little does Jake know, Alice has her own story to tell. Two souls finding each other in a world that doesn't always make sense. Sometimes, understanding is found in the most unexpected places. And today, like I said before, we got the cast and the creators of the Midway Point. And would you guys mind introducing yourselves?
Of course. I'm Carolina Brazil. I'm the producer of the Midway Point, and
I'm Luca Vieira, the writer and director of The Midway Point.
And I'm Sean Ryan Fox. I perform in it as the lead role. So yeah.
And like I said before, this is a fascinating movie. Okay, I watched it and I was really pleased with it. It gave me one of those tear jerkers. But hey, I'm gonna let the producer tell us all about this film. What was your biggest inspiration of getting this film together?
the first time that I read the script, I got fascinated because I understood exactly what my director, what Luca was writing about it. The way that he did it was so touchable in every single person, and a lot of people think about it. We are spreading the word autism, and we are not. We are showing in a very delicate way how to people get very confused when they're not accepted, in the world that we're living right now. So it's for me, it's my baby. I done 12 movies, a lot of action movies, a lot of thrillers, but this one is a very special movie for me.
And I'm super proud to meet you and interview you. Mr. Luca, what was your greatest right about this film? Because it's a remarkable right.
Thank you. Well, the film kind of came about during my junior year of high school, really. I grew up on the autistic spectrum, and I had a lot of experiences of alienation and not feeling necessarily the most accepted in certain places. It kind of came about as like a little script that I thought I'd never show to anyone, and then as I wrote it over the following like 3 months or so, I thought, wait, I can make something really special out of this. So I spent like the next year and a half pretty much developing it and sending it off to anyone and anyone I could, with any remote connection to the film industry in like my little small town in South Florida. And by like total coincidence, I bumped into Tony Viegas, who ended up becoming my post-production supervisor, and who would then showed it to Carolina over here and our other producer Damon Hillen, and it just snowballed from there, basically.
That was amazing. So I have a special note for you when I get done interviewing Sean, because Sean jumped right into play and did his thing with this movie. What was your biggest inspiration of changing your life to fit this role?
Well, a little bit of like my own life, because I kind of so when you get auditions, you don't get the whole script. You just kind of get pieces of it. And when I read the small scenes that I got to audition with, luckily enough, I was sent the whole script. So as I read it, I was kind of like, I kind of feel like for more context, I kind of feel like I need to read the whole thing. And I really just got enthralled with the whole script. And as I read it, I kind of got that sense of, like Lucas said, alienation. And like I've experienced that as an actor. What was it? I went to, I think I kind of stopped going to school. Well, not stopped going to school. I did homeschool. But I was in, I think it was like third grade, constantly going back and forth, back and forth. I would leave school early, stuff like that, to go to auditions, and it kind of pushed me away from the other kids. I kind of became like I don't know the best term for it, but like I got alienated, and I kind of saw the connection there, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of my own life, a little bit. of growing up, and it's a little bit different. Whereas like growing up in high school, but I felt the same kind of emotions. You know, when I was a kid going and auditioning and leaving school, I wasn't able to participate in after-school activities, certain classes with classmates. Couldn't go hang out because either I was busy, and by the time I was done, I never really had that connection with any of them because I was alienated because of working. So there was a strong connection there, truly.
Got you. That connection was amazing. Now, I'm going to tell you the connection I had was 2 words, either 1 word or 2 word, humankind, and we need to be both. But Luca, I got a special message. I heard Andre D. Shields says he's a producer. He said the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next, so keep climbing. I want you to keep writing regardless how it may sound or look. Keep writing, keep collabing, because I'm proud of you. Thank you guys for coming by. Is there a last note that you want to give your viewers?
Yeah, so it's something that when we're in pre-production for this movie and when we wrap the movie, something that I want to really show to the world with this movie is just like I want Luca to be the inspiration of so many people that is being like you're different, you cannot do it, so for me as a producer, I really want to show that you can do it, and I want Luca to be the inspiration of so many people there.
Excellent. Luca, I'm going to ask you this question. What would you like to tell your older self when you look at this interview in about 30 years? What would you like to tell yourself?
It's not that hard. I feel like my younger self was often, so preoccupied with outside appearances and how other people perceived me or my work or whatever I ended up was doing. And I feel like a lot of times if you just try your best and expose yourself, be vulnerable to, I guess, the world and the outside world, I feel like a lot of good will end up happening.
Sure enough, will. Would you like to tell your older self anything as well, Sean?
I mean, he said it best, truly. I mean, because you spend a lot of time, caring about your image, and I know, especially right now in this current age, a lot of people also worry about having like a very large friend group. But as I've gotten older, I've gotten to appreciate the smaller kind of group. Those 1 or 2 or 3 friends that you're very, very, very close with, and it doesn't matter if you've got this many friends, if you're going to here all the time, if you're going to parties and all that. So, I mean, I truly, I don't know what else to say because he said it best, truly. It's like, you don't, it's not that important. I think the smaller relationships and where you can kind of find yourself, because there will always be a place to find yourself, are more important than the broader spectrum of trying to reach out to, or trying to be accepted by everybody.
Excellent. Well, again, you guys' movie about to start in a second. I appreciate you spending your time with me. Time is the most valuable thing you can spend. We're looking to see more work from you guys, and thank you. I am Boo Kwan Holland. This is the 2024 Twin Cities Film Fest, presented by Stearns Bank. At Stearns Bank, we're passionate about helping you achieve your greatest ambitions. With urgency and tenacity, we get the job done. And thank you.